From what you've seen, from what you've heard, what makes Trevor Lawrence so special?
Whenever I hear someone talk about Trevor Lawrence, it's just the next level thinking that I hear about. You hear his body is more ready. And it's an unfair comparison, but he's continuously compared to Deshaun Watson because he's a quarterback out of the state of Georgia. He broke most of Deshaun Watson's record in high school. He's actually coming in. His body is more NCAA ready. He's going to have to learn the system, but you hear his intelligence is extremely high. Like you said, he's on campus right now. He's already started classes, which is good for learning the system. But you do have another very compelling quarterback battle. Now you have the transfers of Zarek Cooper and Tucker Israel. They are no longer with the program. So it's going to come down to another 3-horse race. Kelly Bryant, obviously, was a starter last year. He is going to be the favorite, probably could be considered the favorite going into next season. Name also not to forget Hunter Johnson. He was a 5-star, #1 rated pocket passer from ESPN out of the state of Indiana. A lot of people expected that he might transfer, and he showed some guts by coming up and saying, no, I'm not transferring. This is why I came to Clemson. If I was afraid of the competition, I wouldn't have come here. The question becomes, you saw Kelly Bryant in the playoff. I have some questions about his pocket awareness. You see the numbers on his downfield throws. He's less than 35% on his throws down the field. Is that going to get it done against an Alabama next year? Is that going to get it done against an Ohio State next year? How ready is Trevor Lawrence? These are all things that are going to have to be answered in fall camp. And I think now Dabo Swinney obviously has the final decision. I think quarterback coach Brandon Streeter is going to have a big say into how Trevor Lawrence picks up the offense and who's going to be playing quarterback for Clemson in the beginning. It's not as clear-cut as throwing Kelly Bryant back out there as a starter with these two talented, one freshman and one rising sophomore behind him.
Mark, to further that point, it's a program now that has national championship aspirations each and every year. And once you've tasted that, the fans won't let it go. 2 consecutive appearances in the championship game with one of the best quarterbacks that we've seen in the last decade in college football. Then you bring in a Kelly Bryant, who obviously underachieves based on that standard. And I bet the message boards are going crazy because the little bit that I get back from my channel and the comments that come in that obviously scan all sorts of teams, but the Clemson comments are, this guy's history. We just brought in the best quarterback in the country. Plus, we've got another 5-star waiting in the wings. One of those guys have to be better than Kelly Bryant. I'm just repeating what the sediments seems to be out there.
And look, it came on even stronger in the national championship game. You saw what happened in the national championship game. You bench Jalen Hurts and you go with the freshman. And, you jump on social media and the first thing you see, hey, note to Dabo Swinney, what's the first thing what did you learn from this game? Play the true freshman. They did want Hunter Johnson a little bit in that Alabama game. I don't think it's very prudent to throw a freshman into the college football playoff, although, hey, Jake Fromm, more power to you. If you have somebody with that ability, you can tailor down the offense. But it's a comfortable position to be in just because you know that it's there.